All right, here we go.
Cool.
Welcome to Florida Mint on Florida Man with Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends and lore and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida. Now, we've been Jordan heavy, but this week it's Jordan Wilcox.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
I'm so good. It's always nice to be here, sitting middle seat, third seat, as some would call it. I'm the seventh. I'm the seventh man.
We call it the chief seat.
Yeah.
And with a name like Wilcox, you probably got made fun of by people growing up.
Now, that's a throwback joke.
No. Actually,
What was your
besides
teaser name? What did people tease you for?
well, the thing that still lives in a scar that you can't see is when the girl in third grade looked at me and called me Fiona because my hair was just long enough to look like her and I was bigger than everyone else. And this girl was an absolute terror.
Menace.
Just redhead. If you're listening now, her name is Rihanna Mathis. I don't know if she's changed her last name. Probably not married.
She's going to have to now.
This is the upsetting thing of my life when she looked at me and said, "You look like Fiona," and then I was consistently called Fiona for 6 to 9 months.
Okay, but not
Holy
Fiona Apple.
No, I didn't know about
popular
Fiona
musician.
at that time.
Fiona Apple's great, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
really
so
good. Not a great follow-up
Rest
album in
in peace.
2022, but
Yeah. Okay. So I will say my answer to that question.
Yeah, it wasn't directed towards you.
Well,
It was,
I
the
was
guest.
called in kindergarten. There was a girl named Andrea.
You remember?
I remember this just as clear as day.
Yes.
I was trying to. You ever try to give yourself a nickname? Like you try to like ease it into conversation.
Tito
like,
Bambito.
Right.
got it.
I wanted to be called Wayne the Tiger McCarty because I
Well, yeah, that's a lot. That's a mouthful.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I felt like if I thought it was gonna be pretty cool, pretty tough, and
yeah.
and she called me Wayne McFarty.
Well, that's easier. That's a roll.
Got
off
him.
the
Easier
tongue,
to
yeah.
say.
I feel like you should be saying that.
But people, instead of calling me that name, would just walk by me and go, make fart noises.
They
all
shortened
day.
oh
it.
no.
They shortened it.
They short even further.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know, man.
Were you gaseous?
Gaseous Clay, they called me. So
Yeah, that makes
That
sense.
one was not good, but the smile on your face,
Yeah.
just the live
pride.
stream. I wish you could see it. Just
He
the
loved-
smirk.
He
that
loved when
had.
his brain came up with
Yeah.
that.
I do love myself.
Yeah,
Jordan, you brought headlines, and you're a pro at headlines at this point, man.
Seasoned like a cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
true. Call me Lodge, the way I'm.
Wow. I get the
Wow.
reference because I've shopped for cast iron.
Yeah.
So-
Did you go to Ace Hardware too? And you're like, this seems like a good place to buy cast
No,
iron.
I didn't. I shopped online.
Okay.
So good.
As an introvert, if it can
Yeah.
be shipped to me, I'd prefer that.
Oh, 100%.
Banter. Good evening, good morning. As you're listening in from your car, from your home, as you're ignoring your family,
Yes.
your friends, and your
Yes.
loved ones,
Yes.
you're here listening with us.
Well,
Yes.
Jordan, you're a listener. Where do you listen?
Always in the car, alone.
I love it. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
I love the part about ignoring your family because this has come up a lot of times in our DMs. Who do you support more, the podcast or your family? And we encourage folks to say the podcast.
Yeah.
For sure. If you've got $5 to feed your family, you don't have $5 because you spent it on Patreon.
That's what I'm talking about.
God, yeah. Our saying is not mi familia es mi fuerza.
Right.
It's mi podcast es mi fuerza.
Yes.
My podcast is my strength.
Come on. And we've said this
yes.
before too. When your child says, I'm hungry, guess what? Me and Josh are hungry.
Yeah.
Hungrier.
We're hungrier. Yeah.
So, okay.
Man, that's my testimony right there. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subscribe to my friend's podcast. Can you imagine I finally get up in church and they let me tell my testimony?
Oh, please, yeah.
It's just a 3-minute bit about your guys'
Oh,
Patreon.
I would
FMO
advocate.
Film
I would
podcast.
show up for that. I would show up for that testimony.
Oh, the
Got
amount,
him.
of, the amount of conversions.
Yeah. Click-through rate going crazy.
Finally.
Great. So I do have some headlines. So a little interesting, I'd say, screwball I got going on here.
Okay.
Ooh, orange juice and vodka.
So yeah, that too. I love a hobby. I'm a serial hobbyist. Some have referred to it as unkind words or have tried to self-diagnose it with something that I am fighting the charges on
A hobby
desperately.
pervert, they call you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be releasing a book just the same way O.J. Simpson did,
If I
where it
did
says,
it.
I don't have autism.
Yes.
Because those charges are not to me. But I'm currently building a bicycle, and I started from scratch. Didn't really know how to build a bike. Guess
they
what?
make bikes like fully though.
Yeah.
So you
For-
think
for sure?
2,000 years of development, professionals, you're like, I got a better idea. I can
No.
build this better.
Not that I can build it better, but I need to learn. Knowledge is what I hunger.
Come on.
Completion
saying.
is what never happens.
Come
That
on.
is the complete saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an 85% done type of cat, and then kind of just let it sit in a corner.
Oh, you don't rush the end? Because I always rush the end.
No,
15%.
I like that sweet misery of like looking at a project that's not done and being like,
Yes, Lord.
"We're right there, buddy."
It's called edging.
That's a yard work terminology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love those videos.
Me too.
Yo, someone knocks
Bro.
on the door right now and they go, "Hey, does anyone live here?" And
Oh
he's
my
like,
gosh, SB mowing. I'll lay
SB
down my life.
landscaping? Yeah,
I'll
come on.
He just gave away a $5,000 mower.
It's so wild, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that we're all tapped in like
Lawn
that.
care ministry.
I really do feel like so truly aligned when someone's like me at 3 a.m. watching two Indian guys build a pool.
Yes.
And you're like, dude, I've been there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have 100%
I live
Can
been
I
there.
join?
That's my zen. That is my
Yeah, as a pool owner.
as a pool owner watching East Asians build a pool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Truly. Well, to circle back,
to
Josh,
headlines.
Yeah, Josh DM'd me when I said, "Hey, after I'm done with this bike, I think I want to build a golf cart."
Yeah.
Oh, boing, yoing, yoing, yoing. I was alerted. Because one of my 35 plus jobs was golf cart
Yeah.
customization and repair.
Which is such a crazy job. I saw his
Oh,
DM.
yes, it is. Yes.
And I go, "Oh,
was I the only one?
No, you weren't the only
I
one, but you're
bet
the
I
only
was.
one that came to me with expertise." And
Come
then
on.
I've already DM'd him 2 to 3 Facebook listings, and he's given me like legit advice.
Oh, these were
So-
baddies, though.
Yeah.
I was like, the crimp on that? That shows shoddy work. You don't want that.
Right.
You don't want that 36 volt club car.
You forget that Josh is just qualified.
Dude,
Always.
I
Certified,
said
as they
this
say.
for years. He's the smartest person I know. And the amount of knowledge he has about things like off the dome
Yeah.
is so impressive.
It was a bad crimp, wasn't it? When
It
you
was a
zoomed
bad
in?
crimp. 2018. I'm not getting anything that's been
Thank
5
you.
years old.
Preach.
Come on.
Those
Come on,
batteries
let's
were bad.
go. Great. So all of my headlines today are golf cart themed.
Let's
Oh.
freaking go.
Some of the best crimes happen on golf carts.
And Wilcox always brings themed headlines, dude. And I love it.
I'm never going to be a repeater. There's nothing I feel as a listener than when I listen to the next episode and someone brings up those 2 episodes ago and I go, "Oh, you typed in crazy Florida man headlines and just kind of found one that worked for you."
Calling him
I
out.
didn't know there was like a known search for like guests.
We call him Peter the Repeater.
Yeah.
Peter Repeat.
That's not something I like to do. So I thought themed, me and Josh were talking about golf carts. Golf carts Florida.
This is
I'm
a
gonna-
private text between us two.
Right.
Yeah, we've taken it off the triple group chat we have.
It's dipper.
It's a 1-2 conversation.
Yeah.
It's A-B conversation. I'll just see my way out.
Yeah, most definitely. I would. The thing is that if we do build one, if like it's gonna be, we're gonna have to
will.
build it here. Like neither of us are qualified
In studio.
or space
Yeah.
necessity. Like it will be parked in your yard.
Yeah, I'll watch from the balcony.
Yeah. Great. So I'll start with the first headline. Just I'm gonna shoot it out real quick, and then we'll kind of get into the details.
That's
Me.
Unbelievable meth-infused golf cart heist lands Florida duo in jail.
come on. Wow. I believe it. That's the
Wow.
problem.
Wow.
Okay, before we get started,
Yeah.
let's. Can anyone guess the county?
Duval.
Oh, I was gonna say Duval. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
I'll go to. I'll change it and go to the M1 where Tampa is.
You talking about Manatee or Pinellas?
Hillsborough?
Pinellas.
Pinellas? Yeah, no, we're not there, but
Okay.
good call. Sumter County.
Sumter.
Sumter
Wow.
is the county that the Villages is located in.
Yeah.
I
So
believe
you got to
I got
understand.
a ticket in
Yeah.
Sumter County.
Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue. There's a place I grew up next to called Sumner. Sounds very sweet. It's called Sumner Town, USA.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
sweet little town filled with upper middle class white people.
Wow.
That's Washington as a whole, though. So
Yeah. But Sumter
okay.
Sumter County is filled with old retirees.
and cops.
Angry.
So of course, in a police report, they got to get the puns in. So
They do.
as I get
It's
this
so
out
annoying.
here, it's not every day you see someone making a grand getaway in a golf cart designed for leisurely strolls around the green. According to the Village News, Megan Nicole Blackmon, she is white, 34, of Fruitland Park apparently thought it was a hole-in-one idea.
Wow.
I almost closed the app after that and said, nope,
Yeah,
we'll find a
as a
different
risk.
one.
Yeah.
Now, you might be wondering why anyone would steal a golf cart. Well, it turns out Megan Blockman has quite the adventurous spirit. She's suspected of snatching a snazzy blue golf cart from the Freedom Point parking garage in the Villages back in 2021.
What did the Jamaican say to the blind person? I'm Blockman. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well,
And we're
so-
back.
So
Okay, we're back.
Blockman had a accomplice named Andrus. Andrus,
Okay.
last name, didn't give the first name.
Just
Was the
Andrus.
mastermind of the sale of the stolen golf cart in Citrus County, where I guess this actually happened.
Yeah.
Was and received a bunch of meth and $250,
Okay.
which is someone in the market of buying a golf cart right now. Good deal. That's
Yeah, that's a currency. That's
Top
an
tier
equal
deal.
currency.
Now, the coolest part, I will say, guys, just so you know, a little bit of law according to this: if you don't have a gas-powered golf cart,
Okay.
you don't have to register it. So a stolen golf cart just means that you just got a better discount.
Wow.
So gas powered means register.
You got to register in a name, and then you got to deal with a title, and then you got to deal with
Oh
the
my
tax county,
goodness.
tax collector's office. You know us; we stay away from the tax
Well,
collector's
and the
office
gas-
as
We
much
try
as
to, yeah.
possible.
the gas golf carts are way louder too.
True.
That's true.
Like
Good.
go-karts.
Yeah, this guy knows.
Yeah. The battery ones are just quiet.
Yeah, he gets it.
yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah.
Can you guys guess how they got caught?
They joined the parade.
No surveillance footage.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the problem with thieves is they forget about cameras.
Everyone's got a camera nowadays, and they just want to point it right at you because they always think you're committing a crime.
Which
Wow.
most
okay.
people are.
Yeah. Most
That's
people
true.
are, yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, that was the first headline for tonight, guys.
I
So,
So they bought a stolen golf cart with meth and $250?
no, they sold said stolen golf cart. Sorry, I apologize for the
No,
non-clarity
it's
there.
me. It's mental.
But yeah, no.
It's all me. Yeah.
No, they stole it, and then the going rate for it was a bunch of meth, which I would have liked. You know how they do fentanyl, where they're like,
Yeah.
it would have killed 10,000 people?
Oh, right.
I wish
Like
they'd start
5,000
doing that
sharp.
with meth, but with like teeth count. Like
Yeah, how
enough
many
meth
teeth
to
could it take
remove
down?
18 teeth and 3 molars. And you're like,
Whoa, molars. It took down molars.
But you can get if you live in Florida, that's math for you. You get it.
Yeah,
You
a
understand
bunch
it
of meth.
exactly right.
Yeah, that's on
yeah,
a scale.
because $250 and a bunch of meth is like, what do you say, street rate? Like $300?
Yeah, easily.
So you're looking at that's a Friday day's work.
yeah.
Or
what's,
I mean, let's just keep it light because if you're gonna buy something from someone,
yeah.
it's gonna be, let's say, 500. So yeah, the other half was made up of a bunch of meth.
Would you say a bunch of meth is 2 hands?
A bunch
Or
of.
can you hand me a bunch of meth?
Wow.
Do you think the meth came in like an on-brand Ziploc bag or an off-brand Ziploc bag?
It didn't have the purple, the blue and red that
Oh, the
turns
classic
purple.
seal? Yeah.
No matter what
no.
the brand was, there wasn't the first time that bag was used.
Oh,
Yeah, it was definitely a
Hundo,
repurposed Ziploc bag.
sandwich for lunch because I had to go work at Chili's.
Meth for dinner.
Meth for
It
dinner.
had Lay's in it at one point.
Yeah. Which is okay because a little extra salt, a little extra
Yeah.
oil.
Oh yeah, is that good?
You don't think
so.
it was a sloppy tuna sandwich? Maybe a
Tuna's
little tunny.
expensive.
I mean, I don't know. The thing is that
Albacore.
if you're willing to steal a golf cart, you're probably willing to steal the can that can easily fit in your pocket.
If I may, as a ex golf cart professional, most keys are universal.
That is true. We stole a key at my university
Preach.
and hijacked all the golf carts.
See,
So, for Jesus.
Great.
how many souls did you save on those carts?
1 per cart, so 3.
Good.
It's a good ratio.
Worth it. Yeah,
Thanks, dude.
worth it.
Yeah,
100%
dude.
success rate.
Another name in the book, as they say.
Come on.
Only 144,000.
Yeah.
That's my consent. Sorry. Okay. Naked woman drove golf cart through armed standoff in Florida.
Right down the middle.
Great. And
Okay, armed standoff. So 2 people with guns facing each other,
Right.
and then a naked lady on a golf cart drives through them.
Yes, essentially. I'll give you a little lowdown.
No, I like where I'm going.
Okay, great. You want to kind of spit it? You want?
No,
spit it
I want you to
freestyle?
take it over.
Okay, cool. I just want to double check. So happening in Dunedin, which is the capital of
White.
Scientology.
France.
Scientology, yes.
So you can't really
Clearwater.
live in Clearwater. Clearwater kind of has a clear ending. Guess
Right.
where the next city is?
Dunedin.
Dunedin.
Oh wow!
And you're-
I didn't know that.
You're done being broke, as
Yeah.
they say.
Yeah.
Because you're rich.
Well, yeah, you joined Scientology.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. If they would just reach out and pay me.
I think that's the thing about Scientology, man, is that we've never been invited, and that's what bothers me.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we had this conversation last night.
Privately.
What is the price you need to be bought out for to do a Scientology ad in the middle of your?
That's a good question, man.
Because low end, $1,200.
Okay. I'll tell you this: 10K, 15K, 20K. That's nothing to us. So
Yeah.
what we're looking for here, I think, is at least 6 figures, and I
Oh,
will,
okay.
and I will,
I'd do it for 10K.
wow.
I do it for a lot less.
Yeah, 9K.
I am what you call an unreliable narrator.
Both.
Yeah.
Narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Narrator. Yeah. Unreliable narrative.
Right.
So as I hawk an ad, people don't believe in me. So it's like,
Oh, you
I'll do it.
already don't
Yeah.
have truth on your side.
yeah, I'll do it for $550.
So they know, like, this guy's full of ish.
Well, I think I'm more just dismantling it from the inside of the marketing team.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm thinking of
That's
that.
actually brilliant,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
My problem is I have so much conviction that anything I sell, I have to believe it with my whole heart.
Okay.
I'm like the stuffing in a
Unless-
turkey.
Right.
Like, I get in there, stay
Delicious.
in there till you cook me, and then I come out and you eat me separately.
I see what you're saying.
Okay. So
That's
how
why-
does that translate?
It does.
Okay. just trying to track, just
I just wanted to talk
taking
about
me on a
stuffing.
path, and I
wanted
don't
to
know
talk
where we're
about
going.
Stuffing.
He's hungry.
It's weird.
What are we 2 weeks past Thanksgiving at this
Yeah,
point?
it's
Yeah.
weird. You put it in a turkey, you cook it, you take it out, and you eat it.
Come on.
I, for the longest
It's an
time,
insult.
did not know that that's how they did stuffing.
Yeah.
Where do you think the name came from?
I don't know, man. I wasn't eating it. I can tell you that.
Oh, that's sad. You didn't go Piccadilly?
No. What?
I had Piccadilly for Thanksgiving.
What is Piccadilly?
Piccadilly is a slop fest of a buffet.
Yep.
And my stepmom, instead of cooking Thanksgiving, she would cater it. She would buy it
From Piccadilly.
yes.
from a buffet
Yep.
and then bring it home and claim it as her own.
Yep.
Have you ever done we've done the Boston Market Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, preach. Yes.
But it's so good, though.
It's the best probably $150 you could spend because all you do the day before Thanksgiving is go pick it up.
Right.
Oh, my
Everything is perfectly seasoned. All the turkey's cut. Everything is ready to go.
Yeah.
You put it in the oven an hour before. No one has to do anything besides go buy a couple store-bought pies. And then you have like Thanksgiving dinner and no one threw a fit. No one's stressed out. And you're like,
and no one's to blame.
no, if it's bad, you go, well, whatever.
Boston Market. They're not doing things right. If the food was wrong, is what
I
I'm
was
saying.
like,
Yeah.
They just filed for bankruptcy. You need to kind of get off their back, but
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Market. But yeah, no, what I'm saying is if the food's messed up, like the mom doesn't have to take blame. She's like, oh, the head's over there, the chef's over there at Boston Market.
Right.
Yeah.
But also in my progressive household, the moms weren't allowed to cook. It was
With
more,
salt or pepper.
Yeah,
Or
no,
seasoning.
yeah,
Yeah, it was more like
boil.
It was more.
just a boil.
Other than that, it's good. Great chefs. Love them.
Yeah,
Love the
great
people.
chef. We love that.
What was this
Your
story?
dad looks like a guy that can't cook. So
Well, I mean,
Wow, what
the,
an
the
insult.
flavor was mute.
yeah,
That's what they called
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tasted like nothing.
yeah. What was the story? I feel like I missed it.
Sorry. Yeah. So naked woman drove golf cart through Arnstead.
There we are.
So far off.
There we are, and
Okay,
we're
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Cool. So it happened in Dunedin. Deputies in Florida had plenty on their hands Sunday morning while trying to defuse a standoff with an armed teenager on a rooftop. According to the arrest affidavit, a naked woman who had nothing to do with the situation
I
drove
love
a
it.
golf
I love
cart
that.
through the crime scene.
Okay. Question mark. I feel like if I'm the teen, then immediately I go prayer works.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because what
I spent so much time in prayer for naked women whenever I was a teenager.
Yeah.
When I discovered,
You didn't know it would happen 40 years later.
come on, right? Because God works on His own time, doesn't
Weirdest
He?
ways. He said,
believe
wait
it?
longer?
He drops the gun, does like the whatever.
He starts weeping. He's just like,
Yes, no, or wait
Yeah,
longer.
I've seen my ways.
yes.
But according to the affidavit, 28-year-old Jessica Elizabeth Smith of Boston,
Wow.
Massachusetts, drove a golf cart by several marked sheriff vehicles that were at the scene, ignored a deputy's commands to leave as she approached the house where the armed teenager was on the roof. The affidavit says her actions and inability to follow directions put multiple deputies at risk for potentially getting shot at.
No.
We'll
If
always put multiple
anything's
deputies
bringing-
at risk.
If anything's bringing a teenage sniper off a roof,
It's a naked lady.
it's a naked lady. That sounds like
Especially a Boston naked lady.
yeah, a textbook. She's got a clover tattoo.
Bro, the cops aren't thinking
A
progressively
Bruins
here.
tattoo.
I know. Like, that's my thing is like, they look at this lady and just go, hey, will you help us get this kid down?
Yeah, no, instead
Yeah.
they go, hey, stop right there.
Yeah, taser.
Yeah.
She was drunk.
Okay.
So
Well,
just
we
to be-
assume that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just I'm like, couldn't you just take a left turn? Like, couldn't we just kind of Miranda her out of the out of the way?
Yeah.
I dig it. So who did anybody go to jail? The woman went to jail.
Oh yes, they both went to jail. So
Oh, no,
he
together.
was then caught.
Yes.
It was a great distraction.
What
I
a
mean,
meet cute.
Yeah, truly.
And that's how I met your mother.
Yeah. Finally, that TV show ends.
Yeah.
In a good way.
I was shooting at some cops and your mom drove by naked.
Yeah.
Great. My last and final headline.
Okay.
Okay.
Just kind of getting into it again. Golf cart themed.
Yes.
Drug raid in Florida retirement community possibly uncovers golf cart chop shop, which I get it.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn 65 and I'm going to flip a switch in my mind. I'm going to go menace mode.
Come on.
Oh,
I ain't got
yes.
hundo.
Yes.
No one can tell me anything at that point.
If I
Yes.
can raise a red flag, because last week, if you commit a physical act on another 65-year-old, there's a specific crime for that against
Elder
elderly.
crime. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you hit young people
Can you,
when you commit crimes under 65.
I'm going to go full Clint Eastwood mode.
Oh, talk to a chair
Yeah.
with nobody in it.
Oh,
No.
I'm telling you, once I pass 65, I'm voting red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, you can count on me. Well, the thing is that deputies raided a house early Wednesday after receiving reports of suspicious activity,
Okay.
including possible drug use and golf cart thefts, at a home located in the Villages, a sprawling senior community with a population of more than 150,000.
Yes.
The thing is that they called a SWAT on this. Like the SWAT team showed up.
The SWAT, they got hard-ons for anything.
Honestly, man, for violence
Yeah.
and
But
intimidation.
like at the Villages, I'm like, come on.
Anything to justify that budget.
I think my issue with this is that I feel like a chop shop and drugs go hand in hand. It feels like a similar culture. Like
Yeah.
it's the same.
That's a
like-
lot of work.
right.
Anything to get the work done.
And now we're punishing the American working spirit, aren't we?
Yeah.
Folks have to make a living.
Like I need a 14-hour shift to do a proper chop shop.
right. And now we're just calling the cops on these folks, these hardworking folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then I want to kind of shout out this statement. It's been a problem location for the neighborhood up here for some time. And I'm thinking to myself, problem location in the village. Like
That is
to live
odd.
in the city, like you can't
Yeah.
be under 55. So it's like
Yeah.
you just been trapping your whole life and you're like,
Right.
I'm going to keep
Baby.
going. Like
Right.
I'm going to move right outside of Ocala, but I'm going to keep trapping.
If you're a criminal,
Yep.
and you age out, because most criminals die early. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
It's a known fact.
So if you are a criminal and you live past 60, I almost feel like the desire for crime leaves you, doesn't it?
I don't know. I feel like it gets that adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, you got that dog in you
The
still.
good old
Yeah.
days.
And now I'm
You
going
got
to
that
bring it
Mattias
like
in you.
right on Front Street.
Oh, I mean,
I'm
no,
going to take my neighbor's golf carts and I'm going to chop them up.
drugs.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, so what happened here? What was the end result? A lot of people got shot.
No, I was going to say I wish, but
Yeah.
wish.
yeah. Taking down those old
Well, how many people were out there like looking?
Thin blue line.
You know, everybody in the neighborhood had their head out the window. Looking.
Oh, you know those gossipers.
Oh,
I don't know how this works. So 5 people were arrested at the home.
Okay.
Kenneth Ray Paget, 53, so not old enough to 55 up. We got Charlotte, who's 45, William, who's 38, Kathleen,
they're
who's
broken
43,
the law.
and Michael, who's 63. So one of them qualifies.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael is what we call the Godfather.
So the deed is in Michael's name, probably.
I get it. Yep.
He lets all of his homies move in.
The dirty deed.
The dirty deed.
Oh, okay. This is kind of sad. I mean, first off, I will show you guys like the SWAT truck that showed.
Is it big?
Good Lord.
It's huge. It's like a Humvee.
That's a tank.
Yeah, it's one of the new EV
Oh
Hummers.
my gosh. Okay.
To show up for a drug
300,000.
raid.
Yeah. A golf cart chop.
Nothing's cooler than like I think for like this week's promo stuff,
Yeah.
we should do like one of those great montages of all the police standing next to like drug raids.
Oh,
Yeah.
where it's like their
100%.
arms
They take pictures.
and it's just us three in the
Yes.
podcast.
Heck yeah.
Like a clip of it. Got him.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
So, speaking about Wayne's mom,
Come on.
Let's go.
she's a teacher.
She is.
Yeah, she
Yes,
teaches
she
the
is.
youth, and
Educator.
they say in the Bible, if you steer a youth the wrong way, you go into hell instantly.
That's what they say.
I mean, I shortened it to the Message version of the Bible, not the
Right.
King James version.
Right.
Okay. Can you repeat that one time for me?
If you send a kid the wrong way, you go into hell instantly,
Yes.
and I'll burn you.
Yeah.
Dang.
And that's what the message translation says.
Yes, it's God.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and so we talked to her, and we said,
My mom.
yeah, we said kids got funny jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will you put a bin or a box? I don't know what they call it in school nowadays. Slang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A slocks.
Yeah,
or
slocks.
A slin.
Yeah.
I think just a box. But
Oh, maybe a box. Put it up front and put. Tell us your best joke,
Yep.
and then slide it in the slot. And then she sent it to us. It had a little lock on it,
Right.
and we dumped it immediately into the hat.
So these jokes were sent in by third graders.
Yeah, third to fourth. Some had aged out, but it
Okay.
came back just to write a joke in their favorite teacher's slocks.
Now, I love our show is so wholesome that
just call
we
it a
can.
box, please.
Okay,
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Please stop.
I love that our show
calling-
is so wholesome that we can read children's jokes, and
Well, I choose the icebreaker,
right,
so I can choose whatever it is.
right,
Yeah.
And if it's wholesome, some weeks it's wholesome.
that's right.
True.
We don't. Our moral compass is like the wind,
Yeah.
whichever way it's blowing.
Well, as the host of Family Feud says, what's your moral barometer?
right.
If your boyfriend doesn't have Christianity in his heart, what's his moral barometer?
He did say that.
And ours is,
Whatever makes us the most money.
thank you.
We love that. Were you talking about Steve Harvey there for a little bit?
Steve Harvey, that's his name.
That was
Okay.
a great
I'm just
impression.
gonna-
I only know Family Feud.
I know what you said, but I just want you to know in my head I pictured Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, okay.
I was
Same
really,
part.
I was real. No, Pat Sajak.
Oh.
I was
Yeah,
really
he's
confused.
passed.
Yeah,
Whose line is it anyway? Not mine.
Yeah, come
Uh-oh.
on, Wayne Brady.
Oh, we're going to read the jokes now.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your U's look or your N's look like U's, so I read it a
The
little
child.
bit. Okay, well,
A child
all
wrote
the
this.
handwriting's the same, but ever seen a tickle monster fart? Watch this. That was it, fellas.
I think you're supposed to do the interpretation of it. From what I read from Terrard, the guy that wrote it.
The child's name is Terrard.
The thing I'm upset about is that it says watch this and the dip is so low on the W. And I go, how lazy? Like, how lazy are you? This generation is screwed.
Well, they don't know how to
Look at
write.
this. Look at that. What is that? Look at that W.
That's Josh.
No, that's not Josh. This is a child.
No, Josh. It spells Josh.
Josh. No, I'm just saying is that what you're losing a quarter of a second to just
we
go
not-
up a little bit more.
Can we not chastise third graders here?
Yeah, because it reads like ever seen a titchel, which that's not how you do a K anyway, mouster fart, which makes sense. And then it goes, Jotch this, which I think is even funnier. You go, ever seen a titchel mouster fart? Jotch this. You're like, did you just have a stroke?
This is the worst joke to spend so much time on.
I love.
I'm so sorry. We only got a few minutes.
No, it's great. No,
But can you do your interpretation of a tickle monster farting? Judge this.
Do your interpretation of a tickle monster farting.
you're like hee hee. Pff.
Yeah.
I assume that's what Terror wanted. I don't know.
That was
Okay,
that was a tough one. I'm sorry. I'm a little lost.
I love how we pivoted from like reading a child's joke to like you suck at this, kid.
As a
Like,
third grader.
as a
What are
grader.
third graders, like 13?
Yeah, well, I think 14, 15,
Yeah.
depending on where you live.
You know what I say about this?
Oh yeah.
Touch this.
Yeah. Touch
So
this.
This joke I have
Oh,
here
God bless him.
says, "I think Terrard peed in your fiddle fig."
What?
What?
The guy that just wrote the joke.
That's what this joke said.
Two words getting called out.
A different child.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if you can't block, like, you can't figure out, like, what are jokes.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
sorry.
And kids struggle with that.
Yeah, let's see. Mine says, well, what's Moby Dick's dad's name? Papa Boner.
That was a great one.
Okay.
That's a good joke.
I wish
kid.
this one had an author.
Okay. Yeah.
We could credit him.
Just child.
That's funny.
Great.
Child 4.
What's worse than missing the school pizza party?
What?
Your dad beating you up, but one day I'll be stronger than him.
Oh,
You'll
my
see.
What? Who'll see?
There's a teardrop at the end for a
Oh.
period.
Well,
Oh, wow. That's sad. But
but you have to use humor, don't you?
Yeah.
In tragic situations,
Yeah. He'll make a great comedian later on.
he will.
I
And-
get it because one day when I was living in Grasslands,
That's right.
my stepmom left a note for me to said, and it said organize underneath because I had a bedroom with a bathroom connected.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
she
lucky
said,
you.
She said organize under your cabinet,
Right.
and I left a note taped underneath my cabinet, my bathroom cabinet, that said, if you're looking to see if I organize under my cabinet, you should get a life.
Got him.
Yeah, she didn't like that. That was a frowny face I got. And then I stole the note back.
Yeah. On you
She put it on her.
just gaslit her.
What number stepmom is this?
That was 3.
Oof, yeah.
The youngest,
Kind of a
and,
tough
the
time.
youngest and the prettiest.
Yep.
I have a child joke here that says, "Why does a chicken coop have 2 doors?
Why?
Because if it had 4, it would be a sedan."
I get it. It's automotive.
That's a good joke.
That's a solid joke for a third grader.
It's
Yeah.
a great joke for a third
Yeah,
grader.
I get it because I am into cars.
Right.
You guys may not get it.
I don't
got
get
it.
automotive humor.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, okay. Did they know this was coming to the podcast?
I think
when your mom set up
think-
the box.
I think my mom said that this is for my son's podcast.
Okay, because the note here, which seems to be written in adult language, is what's gayer than your pride? What's gayer than a pride parade? Your podcast.
Wow.
And they didn't use the full paper, which is wasteful.
Well, kids these
Huh.
days. Yeah.
Great. Sorry, let me get into this. Well, it's a long one.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, they know the audience. What's the difference between a Taliban outpost and a Pakistani elementary school?
What?
What?
I'm actually just not gonna finish.
They wrote
reading.
that?
I'm just not gonna read this part.
Hold on. A
There's
third
just
grader can.
there's just a lot of turmoil right now that we probably don't need to get in.
So is this Israeli or Hamas based joke humor?
I mean, it's pointed towards America and also our.
So these regions, Israel, Gaza, they are separate from these two nations that you mentioned.
Yes. No, don't get me wrong. We're still talking Middle Eastern though, but yeah, I guess
They're not all the same. They're
I don't
different
know.
cultures.
I think we skipped this one because young kids, they want to be political activists. They just don't understand the time and the place.
Yeah, and they said Obama launched 653 drones. You know it was way more than that. Come on.
Everybody
I don't know
launches
what-
drones. though.
Yeah.
I don't like how conservative these kids are, to
It's
be
a
honest with
They
you.
start them young on
They do.
Newsmax or what is it?
You're thinking of Eagle News.
Eagle News.
Yeah.
Eagle News.
This says here, I installed my ceiling fan crooked, and when I turned it on, my house blew across the street.
That was me. Okay, I just wanted that joke to be reiterated, and it's funny.
Yes, that is funny.
Thank you. I feel like the first time it got read, it wasn't as popular.
I feel like you sneaking into my mom's classroom and leaving jokes in the box.
well, I did it after the box was dumped in.
True.
Mine says, how much food does it take to kill a kid? None. I feel like that's sad because it's kid-based humor.
True. I see what you're saying. Like a starving
if you,
kid.
If you don't feed a kid.
Right.
What does a horny toad say?
What?
Rub it.
Oh, that's both. And toads can be asexual. I learned
Right.
from Jurassic Park.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, this I don't understand. This joke just says, what do you need to treat?
Okay. I feel like they got interrupted.
Wow, I think one of those kids is really affected by the Adderall shortage.
Yeah.
Now, is third grade when they start breaking it up into periods?
They do. So probably the bell ring.
okay, yeah.
Because the bell ring on the joke. I'm reading
They
another
were
one
still
here.
confident enough to turn it in.
Yeah, good for them. This joke says, I tried to pickle a pickle and made a pewpumber, bitch. I mean, these
Okay, so
bro,
it's like cucumber, but
a
with-
pewpumber.
Okay, well, I don't think that joke makes sense.
Now, these kids, I feel like when I was young, I didn't get in this kind of trouble.
Well, I don't think
didn't-
that's a real joke. Actually, pewpumber doesn't sound.
We had
like
a lot of like your mom jokes. I think
Yeah.
were-
Yeah, none
Oh,
of-
your mom's so fat, she jumped and got stuck.
right. Which
That's-
was
yeah,
that's a
heard that.
classic joke.
Yeah, hold on. All right, mine says, "Why's your butt so big?" I feel like that one's just to your mom.
Oh,
It's just-
no. It's just
Yeah.
a statement.
Yeah,
It's just
sad.
a statement.
That's sad.
Great. I heard my mom tell my older sister that she is D-wording in quotations my dad. The only D word I was told not to say is dick. Why is my mom dicking my dad?
Okay, that seems like a cry for help. If anything,
I feel like we should have a social worker present before reading these jokes, right? Because
maybe we should have like scanned them.
But is that it? That's
Oh, well, no, there's
No,
more.
there's a-
I'm just
yeah.
stressed about our economy that your mom is still working.
well.
Well,
I mean,
she's paid $33,000.
Yeah.
as a teacher should make.
not much. Yeah.
Yeah.
This says
Okay. These are
this,
third
this
graders.
is written in by a child. This says, "Why is butter so good? Because it has ass in it." And but they underline BUTTER. So I get what they're saying.
But
Yeah.
so it's got butt in it.
Yeah. Right.
But they wanted to curse.
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I think the rumors gotten out that our show's gotten kind of adult, so these kids want
Yeah.
to just. These kids are stretching their legs.
I get it. I can write anything.
Yeah, we have two more.
Yeah.
Two more kids jokes.
This is pretty good. I tried to catch fog yesterday. Missed.
No,
That's pretty clever.
That's my kind of joke.
Thank you.
Clever. It
Clean.
hurts no one's feelings.
Yeah.
I like that. I have a knock joke.
I know.
I don't understand
Yeah,
it.
I know.
I can't even change a tire. 3, 2. Tonight we're going to learn some facts about Disney. We don't know if they're true or they're false.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I dropped my catheter.
we
was
told
full.
him. We told him not to remove it mid-episode.
Well, I'm sorry. It was full, and I assume you pull it out.
he kept mouthing, "I drink too much."
The fact is that we haven't been live for the last 10 minutes, and he finally picks up his phone when you start talking.
I can't help when I get bored.
It just happens so quickly.
I get bored. I pick up my
Slams
phone.
it down before your first sentence is even done.
He heard Disney, and he was like,
I
"I'm
object."
done. I object."
Yeah, a slam.
We're going to learn a little bit about Disney tonight, but we don't know if it's true or if it's false. So
You
I'm-
know.
I know.
Okay.
We don't know.
I'm going to read you guys some facts, and I say that in quotation marks, about Disney.
Yep.
And you guys got to let me know whether or not this is true.
I
love
can tell
this.
you
Love,
right off
love, love,
the
love,
top
love
of
this.
my dome.
Let's
All right, here we go.
go.
Wild Disney stories, true or false. Number one, people have on multiple occasions made makeshift memorials honoring deceased loved ones in the graveyard of the haunted mansion.
True.
Huh.
True.
Josh?
I feel like yes, but also in other places.
Okay.
Like if it's me, I do Epcot Body Wars.
Oh, great place for a loved one.
Yeah.
Side note to that, you know that every day they confiscate up to 6 pounds of ashes of people trying to spread their family's ashes on a ride.
So this is
How
part.
do you say it's ashes though? Like I would say this is something else.
Because you put it in an urn.
Oh well, you don't carry an urn.
Carry a Ziploc bag.
Carry a Ziploc bag
Yeah,
or
you say it's Ovaltine.
Right.
yeah. What's the powder that you put on the candy stick?
Oh, sugar.
Well, yeah, I think
Powdered
there's a
sugar.
I think there's a candy name for it.
I think I had a great reference for Ovaltine. It's
Well, yeah,
Ovaltine.
okay, we'll go with Ovaltine.
Yeah.
I used to have 5 mom walls, and then the fifth one
They keep passing
we
away.
put in a Ziploc bag and took to Disney. This is true. It's estimated that once every few weeks, Disney staff have to clean up makeshift memorials out of the front lawn of the haunted mansion. Some guests have gone as far, as Jordan said, as bringing in the ashes to spread around the park.
But there's no motorcycle accidents that happen at the haunted mansion.
Nope.
That's usually where you see the memorials.
Right.
Or the drunk driving one, especially as you're coming up Cleveland Heights.
Yeah.
It's like, please slow down. And you're like, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I speed up.
If you're gonna guilt me into it.
My uncle was drunk driving.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sober. I can drive fast as I want. No, here's number 2. That was true. People have made makeshift memorials at Disney.
There's no sign that says "Don't bring ashes."
Okay, and that's what I want
a
to.
couple of unwritten rules in life.
That's the thing, though. If Disney didn't write it, can we do it? Right.
Okay.
This is number 2. People have, on multiple occasions,
Yep.
wore oversized clothing so they could hide their children inside their clothes in order to sneak them onto rides that they weren't tall enough to ride.
Okay. I saw the YouTube video of the guy putting on a lot of shirts.
Yeah.
Could I stick a kid in my shirt instead
the
of an
question.
extra 100 shirts? No.
Well, you're talking to a guy who's had to shop at Big and Tall before. So I feel personally attacked by this. As
Lane
someone come
Bryant.
in-
Yes.
Yes. Dress company. As I was saying for my story, I was shuttled into the Husky section at JCPenney. And
Yes.
so from that point on, I don't want
By the
people to
mom or
use-
by the like worker?
the worker. He looked me. He looked me tip to tail.
He looked up at
and
you.
he goes.
Yeah.
He goes.
You're out of the boy section.
Yeah. It's like I'm in the Hunger Games and I'm about to get called from my district, and they just go Husky.
Yeah.
God, no,
Not again.
me.
I'm never getting Quicksilver.
No name
No.
brand. Yeah.
Well, so this is true, actually. As recent as last year, a woman was caught boarding the Buzz Lightyear ride in Tomorrowland, even though it appeared that she was in the late stages of pregnancy. When the cast members told her that it wasn't medically advised for her to get on the ride, they noticed that her jacket that she was wearing began wiggling and moving. After asking her to remove the jacket, they realized the woman had hidden her toddler inside of the coat to try and sneak him onto the ride.
Okay.
Oh wait, sneak onto the ride.
Yeah.
They're already in
Oh.
the park. They paid.
They're already in the park.
But he's not a height.
Yeah, so apparently this is a thing that happens a lot where they come into the park legally, but when it comes to get on the ride and they're not tall enough, and these kids are little menaces, they can't be told no. So the parents will hide them in baggy clothing and take them onto the ride
But do they know the reason the height
Yeah,
laws exist?
So,
for safety.
so they don't
yeah.
get decapitated.
Right.
Flung out.
Yeah, or like fall out of the ride into the pool.
I had a
there a
reoccurring
pool?
dream that I would at Disney California Adventures. They have a
Wow. Shout out.
they have a Mickey Mouse one.
Yeah.
I probably once a month I'd have a dream that I would get up into the middle and just fall out.
Oof.
That sounds serious. Thank you for all the detail.
Well, no, you know how you cure that dream.
He
welcome.
just said at Disney ride I fall out.
But you know how you cure that dream is you have to go visit and get on that ride.
It's immersion based.
You know what's not needed? Cure that dream.
Trip to California.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the Space Mountain? That's the one that chops off everybody's limbs, right?
I get real scared about that one because I'm too tall.
yeah, you're a
Decapitation.
big husky boy.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. I stopped riding it because I have
Yeah.
to. I sit like this and my knees go. I'm afraid I'm gonna get blasted in the kneecap.
Also,
the
also
kneecaps,
you wouldn't see it coming because it's
Like
dark.
my
in
last
there.
name is Fajuli or something.
Yeah.
Come
yeah.
on.
We've always said that.
Number 3 here says, once upon a time, many years ago, when Disney was having their grand opening, it was discovered that almost 80% of the tickets on opening day were counterfeit.
I think it was like
wow.
50. But
Okay.
are we going technical? False.
The idea.
The idea that they were counterfeit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then
Okay.
true.
I'd say they were probably counterfeit. Nobody had experience in an amusement park before that.
Very true. It's true. Disney actually commissioned only 6,000 tickets to celebrate their grand opening, but by the end of the day, the park had 28,000 guests present. It was discovered that someone had made 20,000 fake tickets that were so believable, not a single cast member caught onto it. Till this day, no one knows who's responsible for the counterfeit operation.
Sounds like a cast member.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's one of those things where like you're gonna cheat.
Of craft brewing.
Yes.
When craft brewers would have just a release
Yes.
of a special brew,
Right.
there were the same problems.
They would,
Print counterfeit tickets to get this small batch,
And there
of
wasn't enough to go around.
and there wasn't enough. Cigar City ran into the problem.
yeah. Well, we're gonna reach back out to them to sponsor.
Yeah.
Again
Okay.
with
great.
beer and money.
with beer and money, and if they don't, then we're gonna tell even more Cigar City stories.
Oh, we can do a whole episode,
Oh, and we're gonna embarrass you guys,
right, Jordan?
If you're listening.
No, I was actually still kind of hoping for the Cigar City sponsorship, but
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah,
okay, I
we
was
hope
gonna
so.
say I'm not really.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring him back.
Hopes and prayers.
Bring
Not
him
really
back to
here
the
to-
table.
Don't really need to shoot him at the kneecaps.
No,
you
we
know?
won't.
No,
we let them alone.
shins only.
Yes. As if their last name is Jalupy.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
number
this-
4.
It was all true. The last three were true.
All 3 were all true. Yes,
oh, nice.
yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank
Here's the
you.
next one. Before creating a top secret recipe for concrete, Disney would frequently experience heat waves that caused the parking lot and sidewalks to melt.
True.
Disney invented new concrete.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's true. On multiple
Okay, I'm
occasions,
sorry.
on multiple occasions in the 1950s and 60s, the Florida heat would cause the asphalt to steam and result in guests having their shoes stuck to the ground. In order to solve the issue, Disney engineers developed a concrete that could resist the high Florida temperatures.
Nice.
Okay, if anything, like, all right, when concrete's wet, people write their name
Come on.
and leave handprints.
Like sweet
little dog
names.
It's like a thing like I was here.
It's inviting you to leave a message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
So if
permanent message.
Yeah. So if I'm wearing cool shoes,
Come on.
like, and they get stuck,
DC's.
DC's,
Imagine
yeah,
that.
Etnies, Americas, you
Yes.
can go all day.
S's, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a compliment,
Right.
right?
And Disney, he wanted no marks but his own.
That's true.
Good
You
word.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
The next one
It's not a
here,
hidden Mickey.
so far they're all true.
Yeah.
The next one says Walt Disney had to personally decide whether Disney guests could go to the bathroom or have access to drinking water.
Mr. Man himself.
Mr. Man himself, Walt Disney.
So he's standing there and he goes, "You can go pee because you drank water."
Not necessarily, but a decision had to be made where the park guests could access bathrooms or access drinking water, and he chose one or the other. Personally,
Was it race based? Because that would be concerning me moving forward supporting Disney.
it was not.
Well, that's relief.
Yes,
It's more well based. There's 2 wells.
Ah,
You gotta pick
liquid
which one.
wells, yeah.
there's 2 wells living inside all of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, fighting.
Yes,
And they can't stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? True or false?
I'm gonna go false.
True.
It was true.
Just to even things out.
Because of a plumber strike in
Hold on.
1955,
There's
the
a
park
Tell
plumbers
you about
union?
that strike.
the
Jeez.
park
Yeah.
couldn't fix a leakage in a water line, so the result was the park could go without toilets or without drinking water. No one had the guts to make the call, and so it ended up going all the way up the chain to Walt Disney himself, who decided that toilets were a priority.
Okay, because if you're thirsty, you would leave.
Well, and what's fascinating about if you had, I mean, I
But if you also have to tinkle, you have to leave too.
tinkle or poop, and there's no right. So the interesting thing is toilets does seem like the obvious answer, but for 3 days, guests didn't have drinking water. So if they didn't bring their own containers, then there was no access to clean water in the
Well,
park.
Splash Mountain.
Yeah, I was gonna say my Hydro Flask has been cold since '53, anyways.
Come on.
My man, shout out.
Last one here on the Disney True or False.
Well, I feel like they've all been true.
So far.
Yeah, I'm going to throw an F-bomb here.
Just this last one. Let's see. Last one here, Disney fact. My mom refuses to go to Disney World because, and this is a quote, I don't support organizations that promote bestiality. Is that true or false?
Well, I don't doubt that your mall doesn't support bestiality. However, I think
Which number is this? On the...
my conundrum is
Which mall?
Well, if are we
Yes.
still keeping the fifth one as the dead one, or what's the?
No, she's always been
Is
dead.
this a scale 1 through 5, or?
No, we have 4 living grandmas.
Okay, so all the odd number ones definitely support bestiality.
Yes.
So
I wouldn't say
is
the
she
fourth
even
one-
or an odd number.
Even.
She's an even. Yeah, I'd say.
I wouldn't say the fourth one's living though.
Well, they're all machines.
She said thriving. No, living. Yes,
Surviving.
Yes.
surviving.
Yeah.
Great.
That,
Good call.
this is
Good call.
a false quote. However, one time we were watching Bestiality.
Was
and
that true or false? I couldn't hear you.
It's false.
What was the second line that you just said?
So there was a time where we were watching Beauty and the Beast.
Well, okay, you said bestiality.
Yes. And
Which
my-
is bestiality, but
It is. And my mom came in the room, looked at the screen, and goes, I don't like that. So there's a hint of truth to
Well,
this
bestiality
question.
means the
well, guys,
Nodded.
come on, like it's
Yeah.
more of it's an innuendo.
I think you can fall in love with an animal and it's not bestiality.
You can,
Well,
well,
they don't ever exclusively like.
they hint pretty heavily that Belle and Beast were joined.
Supported each other.
Conjoined.
No, I mean I kiss my dog all the time.
Right. But
Where?
not,
We all do. What don't? No.
episode 2.
He's gonna cut that.
55. Jordan, you've got about 45 seconds, man, to tell us what's going on in your life. Let
Also,
the
your-
listeners know what's going on.
If I may, also your favorite Wendy's sandwich.
Favorite Wendy's sandwich?
Yeah. Or location.
Okay, so location would be the one located next to the Lowe's on Lakeland Highlands.
Come on.
Not the one on
Oh,
South
man,
Florida.
preach,
the one on
yeah.
South Florida is an absolute, it looks like Fallujah in there as you drive through.
Yes.
If you guys have ever been on South Florida and thought, I need me a Frosty stat.
Yeah.
And you go to drive through their drive through.
Yeah.
You're going to
Just
lose
rubble.
it. You're going
Yeah,
to lose a
war-torn.
wheel. Like, yeah. Yeah. It looks like North Lakeland.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sad times.
So yeah, I would say the Lakeland Highlands across the street from the brand new Arby's, which only in Lakeland in 2023 would you put in an Arby's.
Come on.
It's the only place that
I put an Arby's everywhere.
yeah,
What do people
Jamocha
want?
shakes for all. That's what
Shiny
I'm running
beef.
on.
Bronco
Yeah.
Billy sauce
Bronco
Yeah.
Billy
for
sauce.
everybody.
But in all reality, my daughter's growing up. She's going to be a year January 5th.
Come on.
If
That
you'd like to
happened
send
fast.
I know if you guys would like to send her a gift, she receives donor advised funds, cryptocurrency,
Oh, wow.
stocks, bonds, you name it, she'll take it. Myself, I have multiple businesses that you guys are not allowed to support. And
Physically or mentally?
both.
Wow.
And I sold that car. I bought another car. I'm building a bicycle. Me and Josh are going to build a golf cart together.
A club car?
A club car. We're going to lift
48
it.
volt?
Yeah, 48 volt. We're going to give it a 6-inch lift. Give it some sweet rims.
Easy.
So like that much of a lift?
Well,
Yeah, that's yeah.
approximately.
You got it.
You should have seen.
Yeah.
You should have seen what he did.
It will be a true. If you see us on the street, you didn't see us.
It will,
wow.
it will terrorize the swans around Lake Morton.
Yes, we're gonna call it the Menace Mobile. Yes. And it will be a true beauty that no one will be allowed to ride in. And I'll be taking over the Squeeze, which is a local
Oh God! Shout out to the
a
squeeze.
local business here in Lakeland
Yeah.
that just carts drunk people from their parking spot that's further away than downtown.
Yeah, let's talk about the squeeze. Squeeze is for
Scan the
upper
Q-
middle class.
Scan the QR code so you can park far away, but
Yes.
still drunk drive home.
Right.
Yep.
Can you cut that part out? I actually would need a sponsorship from that.
I like the squeeze. Yeah.
I think what we should do for that outro
Yeah.
is start the exit music as soon as you start your outro and just let it go for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Just let it like fade. Just like go like
Oh, beautiful.
oh, great episode, boys.
Great.
That was
What is
fun.
it? Was it midnight? What time is it?
It is
been going-
9:23. Every time we do a double header like this, it feels like we've been here for 7 hours.
I feel like I've been sitting next to Madeline.
Who's that?
They're at the freaking Carlisle Hotel.
Oh gosh,
Oh man, that's fun, boys.
that was good. That was a good episode.
Wonderful.
Y'all feel good?
Oh, can we read the live stream? We love you so much. Thank you for supporting us. We'll see you next time. Can we read the joke that we didn't want to read?